Okay. Meanwhile, this is already frozen as well, so let's fix that. Okay, friends, you hear me now? Probably good now. Appreciate you all. Sorry for all the delay there. That was a bummer because I had said all kinds of nice things and none of you heard any of it. It's kind of wild. Hang on, let me get one other. Where did we go? There we go. Okay, okay, here we go. To Octi for fixing audio. All right, let's go through the whole spiel again. You ready? Here we go. Repeat, rewind. Gonna do it all again. Yeah, now you're seeing some of the stutter. Apologies for any of the stuttering that you're seeing from my camera. It's kind of it's not great. I don't know. We're trying a couple new things today, so trying to get some things situated. So there might be a little bit of roughness around the edges. I need this. Thank you. So I will once again say hi to our podium, number 2, RallyRob and Chris Wood. Chris, thank you for the donations. Appreciate you coming in and doing that. The 2 gifteds at 2 different times. It's cool that LG and what's his name? Roland got those are 2 new subscribers from earlier, so that's cool. Chaos Drew, good to see you. Grover, good to see you, friend. And then Deep, good to see you. Sari, good to see you. Hello from Radion. Cool, man. Appreciate that. Saragon, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, man. Anyone who hasn't thrown up a stud emoji for our friends that are doing the gifting there, that's pretty much need to do that now. Saragon, he'll get there eventually, Octia. He will. Okay, Briggs, good to see you. I'm catching up, almost there. Drive me to the library. It's like when kids use the white colored pencil on white paper and it doesn't do anything. Thank you, Drive. For those who don't know, Drive Me to the Library is my wonderful wife. Okay, so, and then Sari with the 5 Canadian. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the stud emojis. Do more gifting or else you're all banned. Gee, that's rough, dude. Farouk, just wishing good luck to you. I'm Mr. RallyRob. I'm out with the little one now. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for stopping by real quick there. Okay, sorry for all the delay. That was really rough. We're getting it all taken care of. I think we'll be okay. So without further delay, let's go ahead and say hi to our guest of honor today, RallyRob. Thank you for being patient. Appreciate you, friend.
It's all good, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So let's get right to the chase. You know, you're a streamer too, so you I'm sure you experience your share of technical difficulties also, huh?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Can I just say that the first message that no one could hear was 1,000 times better than the second one.
Oh, well.
Mate, you put a lot of love in the first one, and it's a shame they didn't hear it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard it. It was fantastic.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I kind of wanted to speed through the second one there because we're.
I'm not shading on anything that you said. You know, it was all lovely.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, the first one was you was on a roll on the first one.
Yeah, it's a shame. And so, I mean, so what it is, just, you know, the technical side of things, everything was correct on my Stream Deck, but it's as if the mic in OBS sort of just disconnected, and I had to reconnect it all. So, and I can only do that because Octia has given me the cheat sheet for it. And so for those who don't know, Octia is my son. He's the tech wizard behind everything that you see.
Right, okay.
And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be doing this. Nope. Never. Oh, Riley, thank you for the $4.99 for the delay, guys. Appreciate you, friend.
So go on.
I see the I see the question. Go ahead. You can answer BL's question.
I'm from the UK, from Lincoln in the UK.
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Yep. So from the UK, doing a lot of different stuff over there. You've been. So let's talk about the your background a little bit. Let's start with, since we just talked about the channel. So when did you start streaming recently?
I started streaming. It would probably be late December last year.
Okay, so you got about 10 months under your belt.
Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. For those, I think many of you do know RallyRob, but in case you don't, his channel is pinned to the top of our chat. So click that link to give him a sub and hop on back to see the rest of the session here. Be appreciated if you would do that. Yeah, so been doing that for a bit. How do you like it?
Yeah, I like it. At first, I was really nervous. Kind of like as nervous as I am now. But yeah, I was really nervous. Everyone's watching me. You know, I was worried about picking my nose and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but now I'm just I just go with it.
Right. That's cool. Yeah, it is a lot to take in. I think the hardest thing for me at first was the learning the balance, the skill, honestly, of reading chat and
Yes.
and not crashing while you're racing. It seems to be.
I haven't got that balance yet.
I still mess up for sure. I feel like I have gotten better at it, but I definitely mess up a lot for sure. Still, very cool. So let's get into your racing experience. So tell us a little bit about anything you've done before GT7 came out. Like what was your
I mean, I had a PlayStation 1 and 2, and I had Gran Turismo then. Excuse me.
Okay.
Then I switched over to Xbox. So then I was playing Forza, bit of Forza here and there. Nothing to the magnitude I'm playing now.
Okay.
And then I hadn't played any racing sims in such a long time until Gran Turismo 7.
Okay.
A friend of mine was playing it, and I'd gone round to see him, and I fell in love with it straight away. It was absolutely fantastic. So I went home, bought a PS5,
yeah,
and the game. So, and then it went from there.
Very cool. That's really neat. So when you started playing GT7, did you have a wheel already, or did you start on controller?
No, I was on the controller, and I think within a few months I bought a wheel.
Okay. Give us a little. So you've gone through a few wheels, if I remember correctly, when we talked the other day.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So give us the wheel history.
Okay, so I first bought a Fussmaster T300 RS, and I had that for well, good 5 months, I think.
Okay.
But then I wanted something a little bit more, and it was I changed wheels when the T598 came out. And I was looking to get a T598, but it was out of stock. So I went for the next one, which is the Moser R5. And yeah, and I haven't turned back. It's an absolute fantastic wheel.
So for that, you need some kind of adapter, right, for the PlayStation?
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Was that pretty easy or difficult, or how did that work for you?
It was fairly easy.
Okay.
It's all explained on YouTube. There's a guy on YouTube telling you what's doing that. You just so just follow his tutorial steps, and yeah.
YouTube is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Real quick, want to say hi to QC2. Appreciate you, friend, coming in. I see you're the ones that got the gifted, so that's great. Thank you. K-Dub, good to see you, bud. And then we have
Hey, old Kentish, how are you, mate?
Edward E just came in. Kentish Jenk, good to see you, friend. Edward E just put an RSR in front of his name there. That's pretty neat. I didn't know about that. That's new news, as far as I know. And then real quick, we didn't talk about this the other day, but you're a member of TCR, right, Rob?
Yes, yeah.
When did that happen?
About a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago.
So pretty recently.
So, yeah, very, very, very new.
Very cool. Was that an easy thing, or did you get like super grilled to become a part of that? Or?
No, it was a fairly straightforward thing. Sent Tidgney a message
Mm-hmm.
asking how I become a member. He sent me a link to the application form. Once
Yeah.
I'd filled that in, I was ready to go.
Awesome. I love Tidge. His content is great. It really is.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
And yeah, and I'm really happy for him. I mean, his channel has grown exponentially this last year. It's crazy. And I honestly, when I first found him, I was like, how is this guy? I think he had like maybe 30 or 40,000 subscribers when I started watching him. I think maybe something like that. And I was like, man, why doesn't this guy have more? And it's just
Yeah.
the way the things roll. Gotta get in front of the right people. Yeah, for sure. So okay, cool stuff. So let's get to your GT7 routine a little bit. So you've got your wheel, you're pretty comfortable with that. Now the Moza you've only had for a couple months, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right. So that's most of the time that's probably still within the time frame of maybe still getting used to it a little bit, or getting used to what it's telling you.
Yep, it's more to do with the pedals than the steering wheel.
Okay, so what's up with the pedals?
When I went from the Thrustmaster to the Moza, the springs for the brake pedal is a lot stronger on the Thrustmaster, so it's very noticeable. It's like you're stamping on nothing.
Oh yeah.
Got on the Moza, so I bought a brake booster kit for it.
Okay.
Which I was running that for a while. But I was struggling trail braking with it, so I took it off.
Okay.
So it's little adjustments in getting used to it.
Right. Right. Okay. Very cool. So would you say your brake pedal right now is fairly, as far as stiffness, medium to?
Yeah, it's definitely medium.
Medium. Okay.
Definitely medium. But I'm used to it now. I wouldn't change it again.
Right. Right.
And my times have got better taking the brake booster off.
Gotcha. Okay. Chris Wood, I forgot to mention. Chris Wood earlier says, he said something like, I have no trouble. I make RallyRob crash a lot.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Is he talking about lobbies there, or just interrupting you during the stream?
Just every time he'll write something up and I'll have a look and read it.
Oh, okay. And then you're like, oh, come on, Chris.
It was there's one particular time. It was the start of a race.
Oh no.
Just as we at Fuji, just as we was going. And I had a look at his sentence and completely missed my braking point. I was second in the pack.
No.
Completely wiped out player one.
Yeah.
And completely ruined both our races. So
Oh
I blame
man.
Chris.
Yeah.
100% blame Chris.
But it's his fault for sure. Rich, good to see you. Big Joe, good to see you. And JD, awesome to have you guys stop in. Appreciate you all. So that's cool stuff. How about your experience in the dailies? So you're a B rank driver, and as far as DR goes, and you also do a lot of lobby races. So what has your experience with that been like?
It's been really good. I think the B lobbies are really tough. I like to. I said this the other day. I like to call it the creme brulee lobby, because to get into the Bs, you've got to crack past all the awful drivers, so to speak, to just break through into the top of the Bs. I've noticed that the B has been the toughest out of a lot of them so far. Other than A, I haven't got to A. So yeah, I find B really tough, and I keep fluctuating from getting close to A to dropping down. So I'm like 3/4 of the way of B. You know, that's where I'm sat at the minute.
Yeah, and I think we talked a little bit about that when we talked on Thursday or Wednesday, whatever day it was. And so when I did my essential racing strategies specifically for B rank drivers, I did that video series, 3 episodes of that. and I don't know if I didn't even mention. Is that something that you're aware of, Rob? My
No, I never knew.
yeah.
Never knew.
So if you check on my playlists, my public playlist, there's one that's for essential racing strategies, and that is I have strategies specifically for what rank you are. So I'm actually very close to finishing the last one for A rank, but I've done 3 episodes for B rank drivers, and you may find that helpful if you take a look at those, Rob.
I'll go back and have a look.
But the way I did that was I created an alternate account, the unleaded pencil account, and I went through the rankings slowly. Like, I didn't blast through it and just destroy everybody. I actually raced at a slower pace just to see what it was like. And for me, the B ranked lobbies, they were the hardest, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of it is you have such a wide variety of skill levels in that area, and I feel like you have a lot of people that are fast but inconsistent and don't always control their car very well.
Yeah.
And then you have the folks that are very consistent but don't always have the pace to really keep up. And then you have a mixture of other, careless drivers. You have a mixture of dirty drivers. All of that kind of factors in, and because of that, you rarely know who you're really racing against. If you understand my meaning, like it's pretty wild. Very good. So before we start breaking down these corners, let's get to the one last question here, and let's talk about your name, because we talked about that briefly earlier in the week. RallyRob has a nice ring to it, but there's actually a pretty significant reason.
Yeah, the wife really loves my driving. She calls me RallyRob. She's like, "Oh, RallyRob's coming out to play."
So you're talking about driving in real life is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, driving in real life. Yeah. She loves it. She's rocking around in the passenger seat a little bit, like so.
She enjoys it though. Yeah.
Well, she ain't got no choice, has she? Once she's in there, she's in there.
Yeah, right. I guess that's true. And you told me you have a manual Ford Focus, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun. It's pretty fun, isn't it?
It is fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. Very fun.
I got a couple years back. I got my first manual controller, my first manual vehicle, and I got a WRX used from someone, a friend from a friend, basically. And oh man, it's a blast, and especially when you have a really nasty commute like I do, it's fun to have some fun while at least you have to drive, so that's good
right.
stuff.
That is absolutely right.
Yeah.
Automatics are boring.
They are now, yeah, they really are. Like, sometimes when I'm going to turn the car on, I'll go and try to press the imaginary clutch that's not there, because I'm just so used to doing it. It's like, oh, it's not here, man. I'm disappointed. All right, good stuff, friend. Well, it's great to get to know you. Again, if you're new to RallyRob and haven't come across his channel before, his channel is pinned to the top of our chat. I would encourage you to go click that, sub up to him, and then come on back. We're about to dive into these corners and see how we're supposed to be taking them here. So let's go ahead and get rolling here, Mr. Rob. Now, I think you haven't messed with this daily too much.
No.
You've practiced it some, but it sounds like even practicing some, you maybe didn't have it in everything quite tidy as it should be. So, but real quick, like, as far as brake balance goes, like, what do you, if you've been watching that for this track, what have you been doing, or maybe what do you do in general?
Right, I have brake balance on 5, and that's it. I don't use any of the assist.
Okay, gotcha. No assist.
And I tend to follow. I mean, obviously I've raced the track before, so I
Right.
have a brief idea on how to get round.
Mm-hmm.
So I just use what I know, and then I go back and have a look at some of the replays from the dailies and see if there's things I can change, and you know. But I've not done it for this session. I'm completely where I always am at the start of any new daily. My knowledge on this is very limited on
Okay.
this track.
Well, I did watch your lap that you saved, and so just a quick note on that. Although things weren't perhaps up to snuff, like you probably couldn't give it your best necessarily, what your potential is. I found that I think that your lines are quite good, and I found that everything looked rather comfortable. That it wasn't erratic, it wasn't strange or weird. I think perhaps just as a quick note and something to keep in the back of your mind, I think maybe you drive a little bit more towards the cautious side of things.
Yes.
To avoid the crash, to avoid the spin.
Yes.
And so one of the things that we're probably going to try and find here once we get rolling around the track is how to get closer to the edge of the limits of the car and be comfortable with that at the same time, if you get my meaning. So the way I like to put it, we all have a comfortable, repeatable pace, right?
Yeah.
So, sometimes there are two types of drivers, really, that I've noticed in general. You have the person that's more like you, where you like to be in that comfortable, repeatable pace, and you don't really want to get out of it. And that's let's say that's one end of the spectrum. The other end of the spectrum is constantly exceeding the limits of the car and not really trying to find anything consistent. Actually, you're just trying to find that lightning in a bottle lap every time you go out. And that's the other extreme. So what I think we probably need to find for us today is getting that comfortable, repeatable pace that you want to have, and make and kind of raise the floor, if you understand. If there's a minimum of what that pace is, let's try and raise that more to the level of getting closer to that A ranked pace that you want to eventually get to. So
Yeah, for sure.
okay, cool. So let's talk about this. So +5 to the rear, I think, is the right thing for this car. Now I will say, under braking, heavy braking especially, like this corner right here, the back end can try to step out on you, and that might not be the happiest thing at times. But what you're really trying to do is find that, that's what brake balance to the rear is doing. It's helping you get that rotation under braking. And so, especially if you're trail braking properly, you're gonna get that benefit. So on this corner, we're treating this like a double apex. So we're clobbering the first. We're braking, and we're having to turn while braking. And max braking, you can go ahead and follow me. So the line is basically coming down like this, going down the gears, clobbering this first apex. And then really, we're going from like 60 miles an hour to 49 just about. And we're trying to be at our slowest. I'm going to stop right here. Be at our slowest right around this part, right? This is whenever we're talking about a double apex, the key is where to be at your slowest. Sometimes with the double apex, we can be slower sometimes at that first apex than we need to be. What we really want to do is carry speed through that first one. So at our slowest here, we're getting the car rotated, and then we're booting it out of the corner and trying to get as much power out of that as possible while keeping the car under control. All right, so this corner here, this is a funky one, mainly because of how the weight transfers with the car. So you see that the grate on the left there in the sand. You see that drainage grate. So as the rear tire, I find that as the rear tire gets to that marker, that's when you tap the brakes. Turn at the same, you're already turning likely because you have to, you're coming from the right side of the track. So you're already turning, you get that brake, you tap that brake, you turn more and get the weight firmly planted on the left side of the car. Okay? Now, what's difficult about that is to time it right. So that's why we're braking a little bit later than maybe you might feel, someone might feel comfortable. So we're braking like right here, and then turning the car. What's funny is often, if you get the timing wrong, you end up too narrow, right? And you end up clipping this sausage on the inside, and then you're in a world of hurt, right? So that's kind of the objective there. Getting on the throttle at the apex, no later than that. Staying as far to the left as the track lets us. Let's make a stop right here. So, this corner, how have you felt about this corner as you've gone through it a couple times?
Yeah, it's just a little lift. A little lift and then go around. Sometimes I can go over the sausage, be absolutely fine. But then 90% of the time I try and avoid the sausage. Do you get what I'm saying? I try and get the right wheels just a little bit over the sausage.
If they graze it, if they just sort of graze the sausage, it actually works really well. But that is a very narrow that is a narrow margin there. Is that first one Italians? I think it is, Grover. I think it is. Good question. Very good question. Grover with the questions today. That's great. Love it. So the way you take this corner, it does have a lot to do with how much pace you carry out of the previous one. So if you end up carrying not as much speed out of the previous corner, then just a lift here is probably correct. If you end up carrying more speed through the previous one, then you'll need to just dab the brake right where I am right now. Dab and turn, just kind of very similar to the other one. Dab and turn, get the weight firmly planted again on the left side of the car. And the reason for anyone watching and maybe don't understand why we're saying that, it's when the weight is firmly planted on the outside of the car. That's when you're gaining the most grip out of those outer tires. So, and that's what you want. You got to have the grip, right? One of the things that I find that many people do, and I didn't see you do this at all, Rob, but this is more benefit for everybody watching right now, is that you turn and you brake, and then you open the steering. So now you've unloaded the outer tires. And then when you get to the apex, you steer harder again, and now you've loaded them again. But by now, you don't actually have the same amount of grip that you would have if you had preloaded them before you get to the apex, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So, German Kiwi says +5 rules. It is true. If anyone didn't see German Kiwi's session that he had a while back, so we did Group 4 versus Group 3, and German Kiwi was having a little more trouble with Group 3 cars. And I said, well, what brake balance do you use? And I said, well, listen, try +5 and try to get rotation out of the corner so you can get the car pointed in the direction you want. Because what's the biggest trouble with Group 3? Really, it's the power oversteer, right? So if you get the car pointed in the direction that you need it, and then you put your foot to the throttle, if you have to lessen your steering inputs on exit, then you're less likely to actually end up spinning the car, right? So he adopted that, and he's a true believer now. He's a true believer. Monkey King, good to see you, friend. Appreciate you being here, man. So, yes, +5 rules. That's how that works. Okay, so we're getting the car the weight transferred firmly, so that we never have to open up the steering before the... And so I think one of the things about Laguna that makes it difficult are these sausages. So if you get that timing that we just talked about a little bit wrong on a corner, and there's multiple corners like that here, if you get that timing wrong, then, and you realize, oh, I'm going to clip the sausage, I have to get off the gas, I have to open up the steering so I don't hit it. Now you've just lost tenths, basically, is what happens there. So the timing of that is very critical. Kiwi says, forever grateful for that tip. You got it, man. All right, so for this one, we're trying to brake at as close to the 2 board as possible. So as soon as my front gets there, that's what I'm trying to do. We downshift to 3rd, and we're trail braking in all the way to here. With the softs, I'm trying to maintain like 73, 74 miles an hour through this part. It's a tricky corner, but I think this corner actually, you end up underestimating what the car can do a little bit, especially with the softs. Okay, let's get to the kink. Kink requires a lot of bravery, probably.
It does, actually, yeah.
And in some cases, we'll stop right at the 2 here. In some cases, it can be more risky than the corkscrew, I think, in some ways. So, how have you been approaching this one, Rob?
I struggle with this.
Okay.
Sometimes I brake, sometimes I just do a lift. It's never, you know, it's never just one thing. It's, you know,
Still figuring it out. It sounds like. So again, a lot of it does have to do with how much speed you've carried from the previous corner. But if you've carried good speed, there should be a little dab of the brake right where I am right now, just as we pass the 2.
Yep.
So it's a dab of the brake and turn. And then so what I'm normally doing at that point, I'm in 4th gear. What I'm doing is right here, if I get to this part, now I'm seeing, okay, how well did I turn and how well did I brake? So, and I'm taking a quick look at my speed, because I'm trying to hover in the softs. I'm trying to be around 100 miles an hour. But if I get to this point and my car is firmly pointed to the apex, I know that I've pretty much got it, so that I'll let it coast, but then be on the throttle right about here. There's a compression that happens, so you get good grip when you get to the apex here. You pretty much know you're gonna make it. If you end up not braking enough and you're at 104 or 105, you know you're in trouble, and you're gonna have to make a wild change. But
so you stay in 4th gear there?
I do, yes. With the hards, and if it's an emergency, then I'll go ahead and drop down to 3rd to make sure I make the corner. But other than that, no, it'll be 4th. All right, we're gonna stop here. Daniel Stanton, good to see you, friend. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you all for the 29 likes I'm seeing right now. We're almost to a 30 burger. That's pretty sweet. All right, so actually, I'm probably a little bit. I'm just gonna back up just a tad. Yeah, I'm trying to brake at the Marshalls with the white truck on the right there. So about where I am right now. This one's tough, because it's super blind most of the time.
Yeah.
That's the corkscrew is famous, but it's also infamous.
That's right.
So let's talk about. I'm gonna break down how to take this one quickly. Okay, so what to do it quickly, and how to make sure it gets done quickly. So it's an interesting corner, because if you implement a little bit of steering to the right while under braking, it actually helps. You actually are, funnily enough, you're kind of treating this a little bit as a rally corner. If you were in a rally car, you would preload the inside tires first, so that when you begin to turn, so hold on, let me say it this way. In this case, you would preload you would preload the left tires by turning right a little bit, and then you would get a nice solid weight transfer up ahead before you get to the corkscrew by turning left. Your +5 brake balance will help bring the car around, and then before you dive down the corkscrew, you go back up to third gear. You brake, you go all the way down to second gear. You go up to third gear. And then really, you're trying to stay above 50 miles an hour. And it can be a very smooth process, actually. So, so braking in almost a straight line right here. So let's just sort of go over that line. Braking, turning right a little bit. At this point, down to second. Still braking and getting the car to turn like this, okay? Once we hit the apex, we're up to third. And we should be above 50. And right here is where we need to be on the throttle. Maybe not fully yet, because the car is about to go light. So we're getting ready to go full throttle. Depends on how the car has settled at this point. Any questions or thoughts about the corkscrew so far?
No.
Okay. So then by the time we get over the rise and down, now we're full throttle right here. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And the car seems to be stable enough, and you can turn a little bit to the right. You really do want to take this much of a corkscrew. You're trying to straighten the corkscrew as much as possible. That's a good way to put it as well. The less amount of steering inputs that you do, the better, for sure. Hey there, Wicked Quick. Good to see you, man. Grover says he was taking the corks too narrow. Very cool. Okay, this with softs, this is fun. This part right here. Again, the timing of it is critical. So you brake slash lift slash, you know, gear down, whatever you're doing. It's all about timing that turn in point just right so that you don't have to open up because you're ending up getting to the sausage. You know, you feel like you're going to head to the sausage. So that's really critical there. So I have found if I've taken everything quite right, I can usually just lift in the softs here.
Yeah.
I like to lift right in this area here. I get the car pointed. If somehow I'm taking a little bit more speed, I'll downshift to third real quick and then back up to fourth. But I really want to be on the throttle fully by this point here where we're going through.
Right, okay.
And then flying through this apex, you're watching the speed. If I carry too much speed, I'll need to lift just a little bit so I don't go too wide. And that's actually not bad. So normally I would say, we'll stop here for a moment. Normally I would say after an apex, lifting is really bad. You don't want to be lifting after an apex. But because there is an immediate right-hander that you need to set up for, lifting through there as an adjustment, at least, as a quick adjustment would be fine. Don't feel like you have to power through that no matter what. No, it's very important to get back over to the left for this right-hander coming up. So make sure that you're able to do that, basically. Bronco, gifted 5. How you led? Now do it in a Swifty. No, I'm not doing it in the Swift. That's Greasy's domain. And Victory is, man, he was rocking the Swift this week on this track. It was awesome to see. That's 33 likes. Everybody who can, please throw up a 30 burger emoji. Please, please, please. That's awesome. Thank you for the 33 likes. Okay, so Rob, this corner coming up is very similar to the previous one. Just obviously it's a right-hander instead of a left, and we just got to be a little bit slower because it's a little bit tighter of a turn. Okay, so once it, as we pass the 2 on the left, we're on the brakes right here, gearing down to third, getting the car to rotate, and being up to fourth and on the throttle right here. I find that a lot of folks, and I think maybe in the lap that I saw you do, Rob, I think you weren't on the throttle that early, and I think you stayed in third. I think you stayed in third gear.
Yeah, I put the throttle down at the apex.
We want to try and get the throttle down earlier than that, and that's going to help us carry more speed through the previous left-hander and this current right-hander. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, last corner. The tightest corner of the track. I mean, the corkscrew, yeah, that's true too, but I think this one's even a little bit slower. So we are braking as the 3 board hits the rear tires of the car. Doing it in a straight line. It's like the only corner of the track where you brake in a straight line, I think. Because of how much back and forth you're doing. Well, maybe turn 1, 2, 3, maybe turn 4 as well. But braking in a straight line down to 2nd gear. Turning as we get to the 1 board, okay? Getting the car rotated so that when we get to the apex, we have the car pointed where we want. And we can be on the throttle. Maybe not fully yet, but we want to be on the throttle by now. And we do have to monitor because the McGann can step out on you, which is kind of fun for a Group 4 car. So maybe not fully yet, but you're definitely on your way there by this point here, okay?
Yeah.
Any questions about overall the how we went over that, or pretty straightforward?
No, it sounds straightforward.
Okay.
To be fair.
Very good.
I mean, obviously the track is very technical anyway, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room for error because of the sand on the outer portions of the corners, and then your sausages on the inner and the apexes that really aren't letting you cut any more than that. So yeah, it's tough stuff. All right, our tires are ice cold right now, so let's go ahead and let's go exit to the pits, and then we'll come out from there. Wicked Quick says he needs to find over a second here. Needs to sharpen his pencil. You do. Get that pencil sharpened, bud. All right, check your brake balance as it resets when we do that.
Yep. I've left the pits. I didn't even mean to. Let me come back.
No, you're fine. I'm good. We're all good. It's a nice sunny day here at Laguna Seca, so I'll just enjoy the scenery. Wicked says I'm guilty of the throttle later and staying in 3rd. Okay, yeah. I would say with the hards, that might be fine because of especially if they're cold. But with the softs, you have a lot more grip, so you don't need to. Ace, good to see you, friend. Appreciate you being here, man. All right. So we'll attack these, you know, and we'll do it a little at a time here, there, Rob. And we'll go like, you know, 60, 70% speed. Just want us to, number 1, we'll warm the tires up. And also number 2, we'll go ahead and try and make sure we're on these lines exactly how we should be. Grover gifting 5 memberships. What in the world? Thank you, Grover. That is so kind. Thank you. All right, and I'm gonna let you catch up. Don't be afraid to be close to me. If you hit me, it's fine. I don't mind being hit. It's not my actual McGann, so. All right, and I'll just remind us too, I'll go through what I'm doing so you can try and replicate it. Oop, overshot a little bit. All right, turn 1 coming up. Everyone throw up a stud emoji for Grover, please. He's a total stud. All right, 3 board coming up. Braking, turning, getting the car to rotate, getting to just about 50 miles per hour. Out we go. Get over to the left. Great. Get the car to turn. Clip the apex on the throttle. Out we go. 4th. Brake, turn. On the throttle by the apex. 2 board coming up. Hit the brakes. Down to 3rd. Get the car to turn in. On the throttle. Old studs or young studs, doesn't matter. Little brake after the 2. Get the car to turn. On the throttle by the apex. Through we go. Corkscrew. brake at the truck, turn a little bit to the right, get the car to turn, get the weight transferred, up to third, out and we go. Lift, get the car to roll, on the throttle early, down to third at two board, up to fourth, on the throttle, out we go. Car makes it nice and simple. Braking in a straight line from the 3, down to second, turn it, on the throttle, at the apex. Catch some power oversteer. All right, Rob, you go for it. Take the lead.
All right.
So what we're doing on this exercise now, as we do this, is I'm watching Rob and seeing how he takes the corners. I'm also seeing perhaps where I catch, where he pulls away, where we stay even. And we should be able to identify certain things here or there. I hit the limiter. Yep, try for a little wider entrance in the corkscrew there.
Okay.
Oh. Got you with a pin. Yeah, I was about a car's width to the right from where you were there. And really, the reason you want to be wider is because it can help straighten that, you know, straighten the line that you take through the corkscrew. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yep. Little wider entrance there as well.
Okay.
Oh, one thing we didn't mention was that I forgot to mention. That looks a lot better there. Nice. Nice through there. That you did a special livery for this this session here that you're sporting right now. When you yeah, when you do your penalty, well, let's stop at that penalty line and we'll take a quick look at it. Yeah, so take a look at this, friends. He gave us. I'll just drive around here. Got my pencil right there. Got my logo on there. TCR RallyRob. I love the front. The front is way cool. Let me just get in right here. Yeah, there we go. YouTube RallyRob. Subscribe. That's sweet. That's so cool. RallyRob Creations. Love it. Moza Racing. Fantastic. That's really cool. Okay. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, not bad there, Wicked. That's for sure. So was that? It looked a little netcodey, but did you end up headed towards the sausage?
Yeah, I had a little adjustment and I didn't change down to third.
Okay. Oh, okay. Tires a little dirty now. Oh, Welsh Tony, good to see you, friend.
Oh, Tony.
Good. Being a little narrow there too.
Okay.
Yeah, a little early on the turn in.
On the brakes. Okay.
Brakes good. I think the brakes are good. Turn in a little later.
Okay.
Good speed through there. Safe that time. It was a very safe win.
Yeah, that was very safe.
Okay, a little early on the turn in again, and that's why you're going wide there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one observation so far, I think, definitely is you have a tendency to turn in earlier than you need to. So let me take the lead for a moment, and that way we'll let your tires get cleaned off as well. Good to see you there, Chaos. How you doing, friend? So yeah, let's just take it. You know, we're gonna go 40% speed here for a little bit, just to go over this. So we want to be coming through here, heading towards the right, turning at the 1, flipping this apex, then down. Okay. Here also, we're staying wide on the throttle right here, coming through like that. Staying wide here. Don't turn in too early. Turn in out there, down through there. Okay. And let's stop on this one. I want you to see this one. So let's see, you were over here and you turned in right about here.
Oh, okay.
At least the last time. Maybe that's not what you always do, but that is what you did the last time.
Yeah, I always aim to clip the apex for some reason. I don't know why.
Right. So, stay right where you are. Let me check something. Okay. Go ahead and do me a favor, and let's turn on those. We talked about this the other day. Turn on your corner indicators, the assist.
Yeah, they're already on.
They're already on. Okay. So if you take a look at this one's not so prominent, but because of where the indicator is, you can see that where I am right now, in relationship to the indicator, this is how you want the car to be oriented once you get to this apex. With the line that you took, you have the car. You had the car, and this might be a little extreme, but you had the car like this.
Okay.
So that's a few degrees more to the right, which means you have more steering to do on exit, which means higher probability of power oversteer, higher probability of getting grip, but then going too wide under throttle. So then either going too wide or having to lift on exit, that kind of thing. If that makes sense. Okay. So the wider entrance is getting you that rotation of the car. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep going. Turn 1 has looked good. Looked quite good, actually. I would say just start a little bit wider, maybe. So go ahead and mess with this white line on the right there, then come around through here. Get you that little wider entrance. This corner has been good. Coming up, I've liked how this looked so far, because you're getting that through there. You were at about 72 right there, and then so I think this one and the next one are giving you a little more trouble. Yeah. I think it's the timing of the turn in. I think that's getting you here. And this one definitely a later turn in coming up is required. So I think maybe you're braking a little early too. So let's brake closer to the 2 and turn with the 1 board on the right.
Right. Okay.
So that once here's how you want to look at it. When you get to the apex, your car is actually parallel with the curb that's on the left here.
Right.
I think you are being a little bit more hitting the apex right about here.
Yes.
And the car is more pointed towards the field there, so you're getting on the throttle at the right time, but because the car's not pointed in the right direction, you're getting into the sand. That makes sense. All right. Oh dear, what did I do now? So I watched the movie. Oh wow, that's funny there, Wicked. All right, here we go. All right, go ahead and take the lead there, Rally.
Let's go.
Let's do it again. I'm not sure where my what's it called? My tire temps are. Tire temps are gone. Okay, there was a little. Oh, there she went.
Yeah,
That's what,
there she goes.
That's what the corkscrew does. What is it, the Super GT turning left on a right-hander? Not optimal. Hey there, Joe. Good to see you, man. Okay, that I'm not positive. That looked like braking too heavy. Because the car didn't seem to want to turn. All right, try to keep that wider entrance still there. Hang a little bit more to the right for the corkscrew.
Oh,
Nice catch, nice catch.
thank you.
Nice. Safe, but nice. Yeah. Yeah, look at.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Oh,
You're flirting with it every time there.
I'll tell you what, you know your stuff. You know exactly what I'm doing. I'm impressed.
Yeah. So again, like you have this real tendency, and honestly, I've noticed with B rank drivers, this is a very common thing where there's this tendency to want to get to the apex, and we feel like that's the fastest.
Yeah.
But the turn-in point to the apex is not always well, no, it's never a straight line. That's never the fastest way to get there. It's really all about getting the car, carrying speed to the apex, and getting the car's weight transferred, and really that requires a later turn in than you often expect. And that's really where speed is, honestly. Most people, you might already know this, Rally, but for anybody else watching as well, most time is lost when you're braking. And it's all about how you brake, how you enter a corner, that really separates the really fast dudes from the semi-fast to normal fast dudes, basically. So so I want you to try, and I'm gonna try and be your ghost, okay, RallyRob?
Yeah.
And let's just try and mimic my line as much as possible, and I'll try to be as accurate as I possibly can. I won't go full speed.
No, you go full speed. You go full speed. I prefer that.
Well, we'll work up to it if you don't mind then. So we'll work up to it. I'll let you know. I'm 60% right now. Oops, got that part wrong, sorry. Okay, we'll work our way up to 75% here. I will go full throttle through the straight here. Late turn in, get the car to turn in. Out we go. Dab of the brakes, get the car to turn in, on the throttle, out we go. All right, here's the troublemaker, right? So brake in a straight line, turn at the 1, let the car roll on the throttle as we get to the apex. Little dab of the brake, get the car to turn, on the throttle by the apex. Nice wide entrance. Down we go. Okay, let's get up to 80% speed. Ooh, oh, there I go. I was going for a wide line. I achieved it.
Let's go.
I did that in a race once. I think it was an important one, like a manufacturer's or something. Man, I was so mad at myself. All right, back up to 80% speed. Here we go. Welsh Tony says, that's me getting to the apex too soon. Okay, brake, rotate the car. Nice wide entrance, slowest on the throttle. There we go. Great, get the car to turn. Wait for it, so be patient. There we are.
Right, I think I'm getting that corner.
Okay,
I understand it now, yeah.
Nice and wide entrance. So I maintain 53 at the apex there. Missed the apex that time a little bit. All right, one more time around the track like this. A lot of it is feeling like Okay, if I take the corner this way, what is the feeling? How does it feel? And then once you feel it, when you feel it, then it's like, okay, I need to make that the normal. Need to make that what I feel all the time. Nice. Good job.
Thank you.
She says just go faster in corners. It's pretty simple. Yeah, he's right. All right, you go ahead and take the lead.
Okay. I will do it in a minute. See, I make a mistake straight away.
Well, but all honestly, that wasn't a bad one. That's a spot, if there is any forgiveness, there can be a little bit on that corner as long as you straighten the wheel. And you really don't get dirty tires from just two wheels going off there, so. 10, I think it's Tidge who says, in this game at least, you don't get dirty tires unless, oh dear, unless all four wheels go off like I just did. All right, we're good. Go for it.
I might be a minute.
Not a
Getting
problem.
off the sand.
Yeah, yep. No problems here. I just did it myself, so. Good. I like that. Nice. Good width that time.
Penalty.
The only, yeah, so we just needed to get a little bit slower before going on the downhill, but the entrance was good.
Oh, I got away with it.
Renzo, good to see you, friend. Appreciate you coming in, man. Nice through there. I like that. Good. So now it seems like you're making that corner with ease, with room to spare, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, we ended up a little narrow that time again.
Yeah.
Dave, good to see you, man. Missed the first apex, so that's a little. That's
the second one as
that's a
well.
little wide. Yeah, it's a little wide there. Try and reel that one back in a little bit. Oh, there she went.
Oh.
Good catch.
Sorry for the noises.
No, they're real. They feel very genuine. It's all good. Whee! Okay. Let's take a moment. So let's take a moment here. Yeah, we'll park it over. Park it on the side here. Okay. So some observations and things to consider. So so what we worked on so far is widening our entrances, making sure that we're not darting or diving to the apex too early, because that really kills exit speed when we do that. If we get there too early, that means we have to wait longer for the car to rotate, and that means we can't get on the throttle as soon. So what I'm seeing right now, is so your lines and your entrances are much better, but now what we're seeing is kind of like, okay, well, now the next step from fixing our racing lines is, okay, getting to the limit of what the car can accomplish, basically. Now that's sort of tricky, because number one, this is one car out of who knows how many that you can drive in this game, right? And so forth. But the general principles are still the same. So that's kind of that's kind of what we want to get to next, I think. But what I want to do is, I think I want to demonstrate that for you first, okay?
Yeah.
So let's do a share screen, but I'm going to share my screen with you, okay?
Okay.
So if you want to get into the pit, I'm going to get into the pit also, actually, so that my tires will be fresher. So you'll see an invite coming to you shortly. And when you see that at the top right of your screen, just hit the PlayStation button. And then it'll ask you if you want to, what view you want it in. You just view it in full screen. Okay, so here it comes. Get a swig of coffee while you do that. Okay,
Okay.
fantastic.
View game. There we go.
Right.
Oh, what have I done? Oh, there we go. Come on.
Probably the same thing I do sometimes is hit O when I don't need to. Okay, so let's get out of this pit lane here. All right, so let's talk through it here for a moment. So first corner here. So we're coming out here, right? We're getting to this part, getting the weight transfer. So we're taking this nice wide line here. We're using braking and third gear to suck us to the apex. And then we're on the throttle by right around here. Okay. And your momentum should take you out this wide right here.
Yeah.
So one of the things I'll mention right now is, and it's probably your field of view, because you use bumper cam, correct? So you don't see any of
that's
the,
right,
you,
yeah.
you don't see any of the car. So
No.
let me show you something real quick. So you can see I'm pretty much as wide as I could go right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you've ever considered like what the width of your car is when it comes to this screen or this view, but look at where everything is oriented. I think a lot of people actually believe that the width of their car is the end of the screens on either side with this view,
Right.
and it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really
I can see it's not.
yeah, it's really your tachometer and your mile per hour gauge. Those are your limits. That's where your tires are in this view. So I'm seeing you a lot. I'm seeing you a lot like over here, basically.
Okay.
So you can go wider than you think, I think, in many cases. You might think that you are wide as you could be, but you're actually not. And so that's one thing that I think you would need to work on a little bit. So by doing that, so by getting this nice wide entrance, then you can see how you're gonna get the car turned and pointed in the direction you need it to be easier. Okay.
Yeah.
That way you can come around this way, fourth gear, be on the throttle by here, and you've already gotten the bulk of the turn done. You already got the bulk of the rotation done. Jesus. Did you know why curbing exists in motorsport? Well, isn't curbing in real life a little, at least, well, some curbs are different than others, but I think in real life they're actually stickier, right?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Oh, and he says so you can feel the edge of the track through the tires. That's true. So not only visually, you would feel it in your wheel when you're on the strips, and that's how you would know. That's a good point. Feel the vibration in the wheel. Excellent. Excellent point, G. Love G. So
Tell G that I can see what he's writing anyway.
yeah. G, he does. Yeah, that's great. So like we were talking about here, we're doing this. So let me just keep going around here. I'm gonna take it I'm gonna do it well within the limits of the car, okay? Is what I'm gonna do here. So yeah, about 8 miles per hour slower there. Car can handle it just fine. Coming through here, on the brakes a little bit earlier. We're just maintaining the correct line is the point here. Well within the limits of what the car can do. Not even tracking out there. Making sure we clip this apex. Not even really tracking out there. So, you might ask, okay, what's really the difference then between a top 2,000 time and a top 500 time in the world? It's all about getting the car rotated, getting the car pointed quicker so you can get on the throttle sooner.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about. So let me do a lap here where I'm really at the limit, okay? And watch how quickly I get the car rotated and then get on the throttle. I'm almost always trying to get on the throttle before the apex. That's right on the limit. This one's tricky, so we'll just miss the apex a little bit, but still carried good speed. Using the gear a little bit to try and get it to slow down. Using third to suck it to the apex here. Gonna lift a little bit because I gotta get over to the left. Oh, that was good. 88 to the apex, not bad. Get the car turned on the throttle. So that's an example of trying to push the limits.
Yeah.
So I do that not because I expect you to do that, okay? But I show you that so that you can understand, okay, that's the direction that you want to head, okay?
Yeah.
So in order to get to the next level for you, you really need to be able to go from brake to throttle with very little wasted coasting in between.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get back to turn one is probably, I wish I could just cut across right now. Turn one is probably the best example of this. I'm gonna turn the wrong direction here for a little bit.
Okay.
At least for this track. So this corner is, you know, it's one of the longest ones in the game, or in the track rather. Love actual lobbies, so you can actually use the handbrake. It's pretty sweet. So, remember where we said the slowest point was on this corner?
Yeah.
Midway through it, right? Halfway through, in between the two apexes. So that means we want to consistently decelerate all the way to that slow point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when we're on the brakes and we get to, let's say we're downshift to third, downshift to second. Okay, the most common thing that happens at this point for many drivers, and I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling you're doing it some too, is we're not on the brake anymore, we're coasting.
Yeah.
We're trying to coast to the slowest point. Or we've really stopped decelerating, we've actually gotten too slow too soon. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fastest way to get through a corner is to decelerate right at the limit of what the car is capable of doing, all the way to that slow point. So that for here, on this corner, that's decelerating all the way here. And if you've done it right, you know what you can do now, right? You can get on the throttle.
Yeah.
That's the quickest. Now there are some there are some corners where like especially some of the faster corners where a little bit of coasting and patience is necessary. That's definitely going to happen at times, but generally what you want to be doing is braking. If it's a long enough corner, you're trail braking all the way to the slowest point, usually at the apex or before the apex, and then transitioning from brake to throttle with no delay between the two. So let's talk about the next corner. It's quicker than this one, but this is very, very similar. So in some regards, there can be some coasting in this corner. Depends on how the car reacts. But again, so you know, we have our corner indicators here. So we have the turn-in point right where I'm about right now. We're heading towards that apex. So if we go like this, we're braking, and we're continuing to brake all the way around here, getting this nice wide entrance so that I can be on the throttle now.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so weights firmly planted to the left.
A lot. Coast a lot through there.
Right.
And the next corner.
Right, so you see my braking inputs right there. I'm moving them right now. So a lot of people, they live in 50% to 100% braking.
Yeah.
But they spend very little time, we'll say 50 to 10. Okay? And when you're talking about getting that extra rotation and that last bit of pointing the car where you need it to be, this 10 to 30% range of braking is exactly where you find that. Another way to find that too is a combination of that and gearing down some. That's definitely a way to do it as well. By gearing down, that can really suck you to the apex and get the car rotated as well. But I think, you know, to get to that level, to get to the next level, that's something that we need to start working on now, and that you can cultivate and develop. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end the share screen, and then we'll have you share screen with me. I wanted to talk about those things before you started to do your part here. So I'm gonna stop the share screen. Go ahead and invite me to a share screen when you're ready. Yeah, G's saying it right there. Coasting is wasted potential.
Yeah.
All right. I have you on. And you can go ahead and head out of this lobby and go to the actual daily lobby. Daily lobby, the daily race. You don't have to be in my lobby, Rob.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd rather you go ahead and head out there because I think you're gonna beat your time by a lot.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, for those just joining, as we're waiting for the network to be checked, the network environment to be checked by GT7, we got RallyRob on as our guest. He is a fellow streamer as well, so his channel is pinned to the top. If you wouldn't mind hitting that link and subbing up to him and then coming on back, that'd be fantastic. Also, if you're watching this and you say, hey, you know, I kind of want a Learn with Lead session, you can reach out to me at Lead Pencil 2017. That's my PSN. Friend request me there and message me. But do both. Friend request and message me that you want a session. If your YouTube name is very different from your PSN, please let me know what your YouTube name is. That way I can make the connection between the YouTube person and the PSN person. And then the other way you can reach out to me too, though, is join our Discord, and you can message me there. Okay. Apologies for the lack of game sound. When we do a share screen, we lose that element of it. But all right, so when we do a share screen like this, what we're looking for, friends, is basically I'm seeing all of his inputs. I'm watching the gearing, I'm watching the brakes, I'm watching the throttle. Okay, a couple things here already, Rob. So I want to watch I want to watch this corner, but I think I know what I'm gonna see because I think I was hearing it. Yeah, there it is. So we need to rev this car out a lot more.
Oh, okay.
This is a rever, so there are a couple spots where you don't need to gear up. It can actually just rev out, and
okay.
That'll be helpful for braking power. When you end up having to change, when you have to downshift more, you lose some of that braking power.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, so third gear, I think, can go like 92. Fourth is crazy. It's like 119. So let this thing, yeah, go, wait a little bit longer. Let that thing scream a little at you.
Yeah.
Let this scream at you for a while. Nope, longer than that. 19, 119.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right.
The game's hard enough. You don't want to give yourself disadvantages just by gearing improperly. Right there, you can rev out third. You don't need fourth.
Right. I got you.
Yep. Right here, we can rev out fourth. Don't need fifth. Yep. Let her scream at you. Yep. Good. So now you geared down once more than you normally do, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you're used to it.
That is exactly it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. My profile's been hijacked by my sister. She's putting up the latest short. Thank you, Band of Kooky. Appreciate that.
All right, let's start it again. Let's go for it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
There's a lot to like think about.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not revving it. I know I'm not revving it like you said I should.
Right, and that's
I'm trying
okay.
to think of everything else as well.
It's a lot to take in. Totally get it. Totally understand. Okay. So yeah, I could tell you about 5 different things right now, but I'm gonna keep it simple and keep it. Oh, there's the curb. We found it, or the sausage rather. All right, we rev this one out. I'll try and remind you as much as I can as well.
Oh, see, I've gone down second again.
Yep, no problem. All right, no biggie.
Oh.
You can reset if you want to, I think, at this point.
Can I?
You got damage and, yeah. Blankenship, good to see you, bud. Get some water. Good, yeah, excellent. Listen to that note, that engine note. Wait to hear that note, then shift, yep. Very nice. Okay, so on that turn right there, there's an example of you're well within the limits of the car. The car can handle more there for sure. All right, there's an example of you pressed the brakes, but then you lifted, and you didn't use any more brake pressure. So that's actually why the tires were screaming at you, and you were going wide there. Good. Good. Revving out third. Excellent. A little longer on the brake still. That was better. It's better, but a little more brake to get you to tighten a little bit more. Good. Correct, G. Yep. Good. Oh, yes. That's a corkscrew right there. Hmm. Yep. Good. For that corner, I need to see you wider for the entrance.
Yep.
You need to get your tachometer over the curbs so that you know that your tire is over the curbs. All right, so that was an instance where we got too slow too soon that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. A little braver that time. I like it. The delta is coming down. Closer. So yeah, we need to carry less speed to the apex. Good point, Sari. Yep. Oh, that was close. That might be a pin.
Yeah, I think so.
There she is.
It's not easy making these little adjustments
It's not.
from what you're used to.
Yep. And the more adjustments we're talking about, the harder it is usually. That's the toughest part about one of these, is trying to... First, you got to believe in the adjustments, honestly. And then you have to execute. And that can be really tough. That was good. So you were hanging out. Look how tight you were at the exit. Can you pause just for a moment once you get through the corner here?
Yep.
Okay, so that's one of the best turn ones you've done so far.
Okay.
And did you see when you got on the throttle, there was so much more width of the track to the right?
That's right, yeah.
So the reason that happened is because I saw your brakes. You were like 10 to 20% brake pressure all the way to the slowest point. The car rotated like it normally doesn't for you. You got on the throttle in the normal time, and you had about a car width and a half more to the right that you could have used.
Yeah.
Which means you could have gotten on the throttle sooner.
Okay.
Which means even faster is the potential there. Okay, just wanted to point that out. All right, go. Read him, Red Eye McFly. Good to see you, friend. Welcome, bud. Good. Yes, that's quicker. It might have felt slower because it took a little bit longer, but I saw you implement the brake pressure there to get it to tighten to the apex. You were at 72 at the apex. That's great. Yep, a little bit of emergency braking there, gearing down early. I like it. Good adjustment for how much speed you were carrying there. Whee! That's the sausage right there. Takes you out. Good. Yep. Not quite as tight as the other time, but still.
No, it weren't. I thought that as well.
It was very serviceable, though. It was not a slow turn. It was still a quick turn. Good. Nice speed carried through there. Good. Excellent corkscrew. Beautiful. Nice. Good speed carried through those two turns. That's going to be a decent time, I think. Yep.
We're getting there.
Good. I don't mind pushing the limits like that. That's good. All right. I'm going to start trying to push you to be a little braver on that right turn.
Okay.
Good. Not as tight to the apex as we want, but still a good line to carry good speed through. Ah, the stinking sausage.
Bloody horrible, aren't they?
Everything looked good. It was a good break. It was a good turn in. It was all maybe just a tad bit early. Which is a shame. Death sausage, Blankenship says. Ooh, that was nice. That was tight and pretty. Very good. Good. A little braver there. I like it. A little too much speed that time. Mm-hmm. That was aggressive. Try to be full throttle through here before you get to the apex.
Right, okay.
You're going to make it. Your lines are good. And if you've noticed, you're not tracking out wide on exit at all.
Yeah.
So you can be on the throttle sooner. You'll make it. Still plenty of room. Good. Good patience there. Excellent. Slight miss the apex. It's okay. Bleeding off the brakes just a little fast on that one, which is why we keep ending up wide. Nice. All right, let's try it. Throttle, go. Yes. Yes.
I felt like I'd done something really good then.
Yeah, well, and you carried more speed into the right-hander, so that's why you ended up wide.
Yep.
You took out 4/10 in one corner, bud.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like really proud. I was looking around, everyone was cheering.
No, no, the folks in the stands right there, they're cheering you. They love it. They love you to death. They want your autograph afterwards.
All right, let's start that again.
Okay, sounds good. But it is one of those things where all of a sudden you get a corner better than you have before. And now the next corner is actually so much different than how you're used to it. And so those adjustments, they need to be they just need to be made, and it is tough to make it all happen. Good catch.
Excuse me.
Right, Blankenship? He sure did. Briggs, what's up, bud? Great to see you, man. Good old Brigsby.
Oh. It's all part of the show.
Yeah, so this is what G's just saying now. This is what I said earlier. He says, if your pedal inputs are correct, you'll use every inch of the track. And that's what you did on that corner. Maybe a little early that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a little earlier that time. But I like it. That's an acceptable mistake.
Yeah. Do you want me to keep going or?
It's up to you. I'm good because I'm seeing you.
I've got to go and pick the wife up in 20 minutes.
Okay, maybe give me 5 to 10 more minutes. That'll be like 6 more laps or so.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll have 5 minutes of our takeaways from the session.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good use of the track there. Track width. Third.
Yeah. That's what I'm not doing. Don't know why I keep going up into fourth. You told me to like stretch third out there, didn't you?
Yep, stretch third out. Fourth doesn't even need to be considered. Just as a little heads up, once we're done with Rob's session here in a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and do some racing as well. We'll get a few races here in at Laguna. Excellent. It's just, can you feel the car, how it's diving in there? It's diving, it's gripping, it's just turning. It's doing exactly what you want. And it's this nice smooth deceleration all the way down as you're turning. It's great. Looks perfect right there. Good. So that one right there, you know, we need to be just like 3 miles per hour slower to get to the apex.
Okay.
And you can get on the throttle soon. So it's the same principle there. You're doing it quickly, but you're on the throttle late because you're carrying a little bit too much speed to the apex. All right, let's try this again. This was fun last time. Yep, little lift. Get on it. Fly through there. Good. Brakes. Oh, that's the fastest you've gone so far through there. Little bit, not bad. A little bit too much speed into that apex.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason Duncan, good to see you, you stud. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Good. Uh-huh. Grip levels are up too. Tires a little warmer. Good, yep. Little bump, doesn't matter. Plow through it. Stay in fourth. Use brakes. Yeah, throttle. Do it. Okay. Good. Okay. Yes. Be violent with it. I got you laughing. I made you miss second gear. No, it really, I mean, that sequence, those two corners, you don't have time to just gradually turn the steering wheel. You got to yank it over, and you did that. That was good. Yes. Is a good mistake. I like it.
Yeah.
We're trying to push the limits there. So. No, this one is rear G. There is a group form again that's front wheel drive, but it's not this one. This is the trophy. Yeah, on the throttle. Yep, Jason's all over it. Nice. We got the gearing down now. You're doing that really well. As far as how far you're revving it out, it's good. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Very straight through there. That was great. Wait for it. Do it. Yeah. All right. Violence. Yes. A little late on the throttle, but I think it still worked. Very aggressive there. I like it.
Thank you. Oh,
It's a little.
we got it.
It's barely an improvement, but it counts.
Yep. It's a win. It's a win for me.
Yeah, let's see how you got more grip for this second lap now. So let's see what happens.
No, I went too early on the brake there.
Yeah, and that's part of that. Well, that's part of that extra grip now you have, because the tires are warmer, so you're getting more benefit out of it. Stumpy, good to see you, friend. It's great to have you here, man. Good. That's better. Yeah. Yeah, that's more the type of line that we want to take there. You were down to 72 at the apex. Okay. Yep. Feel it. Do it. Mm-hmm.
I can't shift down and then back up really quick, and
You could
my brain
yeah.
can't.
You could let third ride a little bit more as you go to the
Okay.
apex. You're carrying a little bit too much speed to the apex there. So if you let third ride a little bit longer, and then back on up to fourth on the throttle, I think that'll benefit you there, because you're having to, because of how much speed you end up having to wait on the throttle there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. No sausage that time. Let's go. Throttle. Yeah, do it. Thank you, Stumpy. Appreciate you, friend. Way more. Yeah. Good. Brave. Good. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Little more braking, I think. Don't expect third to do all the work for you there.
Okay.
On this straight, are you able to check your optimal time there real quick? Yeah, 28.4. Okay. Mm-hmm. Back to old habits on that one.
Yep.
Okay. Are we out of time?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. So let's go ahead and take this. So I think you're right there. Like you're gonna knock a half a second off or more. I think if you have a little
Yeah.
time. If you do end up beating it by more, let us know, and I'll share.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'll share that with everybody on Monday stream.
Yeah.
So I know you got to go soon, so let me just give you a trajectory here for the future. So a lot of good progress today. So one thing I want you to focus on is wider entrances. So next week the dailies, or if there's a lobby or a race that you're planning on, make sure you're working on those wider entrances, carrying speed, and decelerating smoothly all the way to the slowest point. Know when you need to be on the throttle, okay? And if you can't get on the throttle there, that means your entrance needs work, okay? So
Yeah.
that's going to be a clear indicator for you if you end up in a position like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. So that's going to be stage one. As you practice a track, stage one is step one is get the racing lines exactly how they need to be. Okay, so get the bulk of the get the car turned before you get to the apex. Make sure you're getting that car rotated before the apex. So and make sure and watch for your tendency to turn in too soon. Make sure make sure you're not doing that. Watch out for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Step two in practice progress, as you get those things nailed down. So as you learn what that looks like and feels like, okay, next step would be, okay, where can I push the car's limits? How early can I really get on the throttle here? How late can I really brake? And that sort of thing. not to prop up my channel too much, but it is my session here, so you know, whatever. It's our lap guides. I really, when I do my lap guides and put those videos out, I have B rank drivers in mind, honestly. And so when I use the Apex visualizer and I show everyone that overhead view of the track, I'm trying to present that initial turn in so that you can really see, okay, I'm turning much earlier than that. I need to wait, I need to widen my entrance, that sort of thing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I wouldn't, definitely check out any lap guides you want, but our lap guides really are specifically on the racing lines. So you might find something very different than what you're trying to accomplish on a lap guide. Just throwing that out there. As far as daily racing, I would recommend you check out the essential racing strategies that we've put out for dealing with B-ranked lobbies and all of that. I think that'll help you a lot. Next time you get into some dailies. And then, but again, a recap real quick. Make sure that your lines are where they need to be. That's going to help you with your consistency. I know that's something that you wanted to work on. Make sure make sure your lines are right. If you can't, look, this is key. If you cannot get on the throttle by the apex or before the apex and make the corner, don't just keep trying the same thing, okay? That's going to be an indicator for you. Okay, I have to change something up about my entrance. Either I need to brake more, I need to get slower to the apex, I need to gear down more so that I don't, so I tighten to the apex, that sort of thing, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you know what? Right, you actually you know your stuff.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
Calling out what I was doing without actually just by looking at my car, not even seeing the inputs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Very good.
Well, I appreciate it, friend. Well, you are the 35th guest, I think, of doing this. So I've had a little bit of practice now. It's been good. So, okay. I know you need to go get your lady, so I won't hold you up anymore. But I want to thank you so much for being a guest and hanging out with us. You drew quite the crowd, and I think people enjoyed it. I think they actually liked watching you do your thing here. So it's pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on, mate.
For sure, my friend. You got it. By the way, are you in our Discord or on Discord at all?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If you're not in our Discord already, go ahead and do that. If you do that, you get access to Learn with Lead bumper stickers. That
there we go then.
So you can there are decals that you can throw on your cars if you want. So
yes,
that's something that we can now offer. Thanks to Joe Collins who made those decals for us.
Brilliant.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, my friend. Well, all good things must come to an end. We will catch you very soon in a chat or a track. Looking forward to it, man.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Led.
You're welcome, bud. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, mate. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was cool stuff. I'm a little bummed that, we had to end it there. I think he was on, his optimum was a 0.4 there. I definitely think it's going to come down. If he's got time to put in some more laps, I think he's got it. And maybe even more so without the, all the lights shining on him. If you get my meaning with, everybody focused on them. So Mike number 5 says that's a 50 burger. Cool stuff. Captain Howdy, good to see you. Oh yeah, you're a little bit late, but of course you could back it up, I suppose, if you wanted, and check out some of that. Cool stuff. Well, we're not totally done yet. Looks like I got time for maybe about 3 races, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of racing. We've been able to be competitive here this week at Laguna. Let's see how our time is held up. Let's see what G says. Corner entry is everything. Actually, just confirmation of proper entry. Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's a great way to put it. Yeah, I like it. Steering input weight loading and not just brake weight loading. Yeah, that's good. Still 6th among the friends, so that's good. Oh yeah, 337 in the world. Not bad. Not bad at all. So if we continue to start towards the front, I think I'll still start on the softs. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start on the softs here. Get a little practice in before the race begins. Oops, I need to change a few things. There we go. Yeah, I really did, G. And I've done off stream. I've done a race here and there as well, and it's been really great. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, BL. That feels better. Think. My boy keeps sitting in this seat. Sometimes he moves the seat. And my boy is, Octi is like 5 or 6 inches taller than I am. Freak. He's got freak height. Yeah, the MX-5 is a great car for this spot. It really is. This one is Lead Pencil 2017, Stag. By the way, I mentioned it earlier, but if you saw that or saw some of that and say, I think I could benefit from Learn with Lead, you can reach out to me on PSN at Lead Pencil 2017. Friend request me and also request the session, and I can get you scheduled up. You can also join our Discord and get your and reach out to me, DM me from there as well. Okay, Briggs. Oh, that was a little too wide. Whee! I see what you did there with the B back there, Briggs. I love it. Ooh, am I making it? Nope. That's gonna be an expensive crash. again. Ooh, got a little bit of the bump. Where are my tire temps? Did SimHub come off? Let's see. Yeah, it did go off. See if we can get him to come back. Tire temps are handy for this race. Not up here. Oh, Saragon's in. Hey, yeah, buddy. Nice, a 26.991. Heck of a time, Sari. Are you starting softs with me? Yes, here we go. Let's do it, bud. Let's pull away. I love it. Let's go. Oh, Stag's here too. I think, yeah. Alt Stag. Well, now it's easy to friend me if you haven't been able to find me yet. Might crash out of excitement. Yeah, that's okay. If it happens, it happens. Saragon, for those who don't know, is a previous Learn with Lead guest. Get lead. Have him in turn 1. Yeah. We were already friends. There you are. Good luck, Stag. Good luck, Sari. Good luck, other competitors as well. It's a little stuttery right now, looks like. Here we go. All right, we need to be fast, but we also need to be nice to the tires. All right, well, I have the tire temps up here, but it doesn't show up for you yet. But at least I have them. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, I think so, G. But those who end up, those who started on the hards will end up on the softs. With a lighter car because of the fuel consumption, so they have the advantage at the end. But our advantage, as long as we don't mess up, is clear air, no one to really battle, no one to really fight. Yeah, so we need some 28s is what we need here. Right, G, yeah. Thank you, Rob. Rob, you're amazing, man. Thank you, bud. Yep, okay. We're reaching that first stage of loss of grip. Yeah, isn't it a great feeling, Nando? It is, man. Ooh, went deep. No, I did it. Ah, goes, there you go. Stinking corkscrew got me. I took it too carelessly. For sure. Yeah, we still have a good finish possible, but and we've lost 7 seconds to the lead basically. So I have to extend these soft as long as possible. Another 28, that's good. Okay, Chris. See you, my good bud. I hope Rossi is on the softs. Because I'm not really catching him. All right, okay, he is. We're gonna extend them. Oh, that's no good. Come on. I'm gonna try. You're in a good spot here, Siri. We have 2 more laps on the softs at least. Including this one, but yes. Yeah, I can. I can. The real wild card is how well the racing hard drivers have done and how they'll do on the soft stint when they get on the softs. You got it, RallyRob. Thank you, man. It was great having you, bud. Appreciate you coming in and saying that, man. You really did, Rob. You really did. It was awesome. Pit confirm. Pit confirm. I copy. Yeah, I think it's time. Sometimes I've been able to extend to lap 9, but I think this will be it. That right front doesn't look like it'll last 1 lap fully, so. All right, Sweet Baby is going in now on the hards. I think he might be our biggest threat. Rossi, obviously, too, could be a real danger. All right, Sari's coming through now. There's Rossi right behind him. We might jump him. It's going to be tight between he and I. He's coming. I think we're in front of him. And we're both on the hards. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Oh, here comes Stag. Stag's on the softs. My tires are cold as ice. Yeah. Warm up, hards. Warm up. Steven, good to see you, man. Rossi's got some pace, man. All right, we outbroke him in the corkscrew. All right, Stag's softs will start to wear now, I think. That was close. Yeah, we keep outbreaking him in the corkscrew. Seems like a weakness for him. We'll have to keep that in mind. He got a better exit that time than me. Yeah, I don't have to protect the hards at all. You're right about that, Jeep. Nuts. Pushing it there, that's for sure. Man. All right, last lap. Here we go. I think Stag softs have fallen off now. I'm gonna try. We'll see how close we are. Not close enough at the moment. He takes that narrower line that we were talking about in the Learn with Lead session. Good race, Rossi. Good race. There's almost a window there. Just couldn't quite make it happen. Whew. Dilapidated taco. Mm-hmm. Derry! Derry, you won the race! Good job, dude. Are you pretty close to A+ there, Saragon? Oh, did he hit you off? That's no good, dude. That's what happened. Okay. Nuts. You don't race enough for that. Okay. Mid A still. Well, if you had the time, I think you could get the A+ this week. Well, still a good finish for Stag. 5th place is no joke. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. Gonna get set up for the next race here, but I need to go get a snack and a drink. Yeah, snack and a drink. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah. I did crash. The corkscrew got me. So I lost about 7 seconds to Siri. So, but I'm able to extend the softs longer than some of the other folks. So that's given me a little bit of an advantage. Sarah gone with the 5 gig. You already did that. Thank you. Thank you. You don't need to do that anymore. Okay, gotcha, Stag. Yep, throw up a stud emoji, please, for Saragon. Super stud emoji, for sure. Coffee's gone. Yes, Stag, I mean, the benefit is to pull away from everybody, really. Like, yes, I mean, if we were doing this just by ourselves, nobody else on track, time trialing for 13 laps to try to get the best overall time, hards to softs, no doubt about it, that's faster. But when you're on the hards and you can get swallowed up by other soft runners and other hard runners, where they can really slow you down a lot, then it's not as beneficial. I did 9, Stag. I've done 9. I do 8 comfortably, and sometimes I can do 9, depending on how well I've conserved them. I did 8 in that race. This car's pretty nice on the tires, honestly. Yeah, it's a heck of a run, Saragon. Heck of a run. You were quick. You were consistent. Comfortable, repeatable pace. Rapid, right there. Yeah, and as long as... Gotcha, Nando. Yeah. What's I gonna say? So, when I'm on the hards, I'm doing 130s, pretty much. I could dip into the 129, but that would have to be quite the lap for me. So as long as my softs are in the 29s and lower, even when the softs are worn, if I can still manage 29s, I know I'm faster than the hards. So I think it's really beneficial to extend those there. Yeah, you can, Mike. Yeah, the alpha is so light. It's really great. Yeah, I'm gonna try and remember to do that, G. I'm gonna really push them. Try and get some temp in the front tires. We're still not getting any tire temps? Or maybe it's better now. Actually, it wouldn't show up yet. That's true. It won't start until we actually get on the track. That's good stuff right there. All right, let's do it again. Okay. We got someone in front of us. Got a B-rated driver right behind us. Definitely want to start on softs with him there. Big kahuna. No Saragon? You sitting this one out, or did it put you in a different lobby? Nice, Stag. Oh, you got a couple things to do? Okay, sounds good. Great win. Hey, man, take that victory and call it good. I'm not mad at you. You too, Stag. Good luck, bud. All right, we'll find out. We'll have to find out if this guy in front of us is on hards or softs. If he's on hards, we really need to try and get the pass done quick. Oh, he just came up and said racing hards. All right, let's get it done then. First 2 turns. Maybe, I don't know. Early for sure, early for sure. His pace is quick, though. That's why he's got the time he does, so... Okay. Now I have to nail everything. While trying to make the softs last. Yeah, Stag, if you can hear me, Louty's on hards if you didn't see. Wasn't the best exit there. Okay, I'll try to relax. Try to relax. Thank you, G. Excuse me. All right, Stag and Rossi got by him. Be interesting to see when Lauti pits. How long he thinks he can make those softs last. Now I'm firing myself up. Okay. Smoke. Soft tire sensei on course. It's good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in. Okay, late braking. Tires aren't going to allow it now. Excellent job there, Briggs. Keep seeing purples at the checkpoints, so my pace is good. Yeah, it is. All right, next level of wear is coming in. So we need to take it carefully. Oh, yeah. That's part of the careful. Moto, great to see you, man. How you doing, friend? Okay, probably our first 29 incoming, but that is still serviceable. Yep, we like it. Mustang Drifter. Not yet. Not yet, G. Yeah, he's already in, which means he's going to be on the poorer tire for longer than us, so that's good. Louty still hasn't gone in. Let's see if he goes in this time. No, he's on the hards way too long. We got a really good shot at this, friends. Yep, we're going in this lap. Gotta nurse it this rest of the way here. Nice job, Stag, extending it to 8. Good job, bud. I have to say hello, Moto. SD, what's up, man? Good to see you, friend. I don't know, 8 laps on hards. I think he's going to be at a distinct disadvantage. Just now getting on the softs. Will he come in front of Stag? It looks like he will. Maybe. No, he won't be because he just pitted. Cold hards. Cold hards, here we go. Cold hards. Yeah, no mistakes. That's all it takes right now, no mistakes. $60 burger, man, thank you all for the 60 likes. Appreciate you, friends. Oh, got the timing wrong there. Okay, so now Lauti's on the softs and he is behind us. He's past Stag. Oh no, they're still battling, it looks like. It's not over. Right, Sari? Or maybe Lauti made a mistake. I don't know. Okay, he might be firmly past Stag now. Moto, you animal! 10 gifted memberships. Oh, everyone throw up a stud emoji for Moto. Throw up a super stud emoji for Moto, please.
I was gonna say.
Wow. Super generous, man. Thank you so much. Can't look over there. Oh, he's up.
Somebody broke it.
Sorry for the choppy screen there.
I don't know how to reset.
Bad timing too. The race here. Hang on. YouTube is not receiving enough video information. So it's YouTube, it looks like, or it might be us. No, it's us, I think. I'm gonna reset in hopes that that gets it to go for us.
It's still broken.
Well, while we were away, Lauti made a mistake. I think he was at 3.5 seconds behind. And then he went to 4 something behind, so, and now he's back to 3.5. So I think, yeah, there's a little error on his part back there. He left. Oh, why did he leave? Okay. Well, Stag and Rossi will take podium spots for that. They'll love it. No, it's the race. I can see it on OBS how it's stuttering.
I mean, everybody has bad connection.
Whoop. Ain't got no gas in it. Yeah, it's what half a frame per second feels like. Looks like. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks a little smoother now.
There it goes.
64-bit streaming. That's a win, boys and girls. Very cool. Quite happy with that. Yeah, you can see, so it's... Oh, yeah. But it still says dropped frames 0 on the little stuff here. Interesting. So, yeah, I think I need to save this race for the benefits of tire saving. Oh, what was the time? Let me see. Oh my goodness, 5/100ths of a second. That's a close finish, boys. Very cool. I'm bummed the guy. So I can't even do it. I need to go make room. Fair enough. Let me go make room. It lies like a lot. Yeah, it must be lying because we clearly dropped frames. That sounds like an awesome finish. I wish I could have. Let me go make some room. All right, one more race today, friends. One more race. All right, we can get rid of these now. It's late in the week. Let's see. Yeah, I think that, well, Porsche was Porsche was Cyrus's anti-meta for the week. All right, if that doesn't give us enough space, I don't know what does. What up, Luis? Good to see you, man. All right, Stag, sounds good, man. Good racing with you, bud. Let's take a little look-see at our DR here. Yeah, we look a lot more stable now. More drink. Up a little bit. Almost to 59,000. Could have great on the last race. Lifting on the left-handers. Yeah, gotcha, G. Okay. And you could be more aggressive on the fronts. Yeah, I can be more aggressive there for sure. Okay, SD. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the insight there, G. That's cool, bud. I like it. You do always call it how you see it. That's why we like G. No tricks, gimmicks. Just tells it like it is. All right, last race coming up here. Next week, just a quick, I think everything's looking pretty standard for next week. Gonna see you all Monday. Check out the dailies, practice, do the lap guides, all that good stuff. Midweek race, midweek stream somewhere in there, Tuesday or Thursday, depending on the week shakes out. And we should have a returning Learn with Lead guest on Saturday. Now, I'm contemplating if I want to try and get two of them. I've never done a returning guest, so I think maybe I don't need to spend quite as much time with the returning guest. We'll see. I gotta figure that out. If that's true, I think I might try and do two next Saturday. And maybe in the span of 3 hours or something like that. Bring the Swift power there, Victory. Do it. Bring it, bring it, bring it. I want you to. Ah, it's cool, man. Sarah has a very good question. Do we have 3 more likes for a 70 burger? 70 burger on a Saturday would be pretty sweet, not gonna lie. In other news also, trying to get episode 9 for A-rank drivers, your mentality as an A-rank driver, trying to get that out to you Monday morning is the plan. That's what we're aiming to do. See if we can accomplish that, but we got a good shot. So that video should be coming out next week at the latest, but shooting for Monday morning. There it comes. It's a cool shot. It's a really cool shot. Fine, I like the stream. G begrudgingly clicks the like button. Hey, we like burgers. We like likes. Who doesn't like 70 burgers? Just saying. All right. Race is going to start. Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? All right, we're second to this guy again. Louty. Ooh, Victory a little bit in the weeds back there with some folks. Sice behind us. Sice can get a little aggressive. We're on there. Panamanian. Dear lurkers, please click the like. Yeah, if you could, that'd be great. Thank you for the new subscribers. I don't know that anyone has said hi after subscribing, but we appreciate you nonetheless. We've picked up, what, 6 or 7 today? That's awesome. So if we could throw up some sub emojis for the new subscribers today, that'd be cool. All right. Let's see if Louty sticks with the hard start. Let's see. We'll try and gauge where what Sice is on. Good luck to you, Victory. Show them boys how it's done in the Swifty, okay? Thank you, BL. Nice, nice. Very nice. Good looking submarines there. You want me to go around this side? Is that what that meant? He clipped the dirt, we go inside. Good. Good first lap. There we go. Tires start to feel better now. EXE, good to see you, man. Can't get past 29.5, huh? Well, I do have a lap guide for this week you can check out on our channel for this track. You could also go back on this stream, and we finished a Learn with Lead session with RallyRob, and we break down each corner there, and so you might be able to gain some help there as well. Thank you for subbing up. Everyone throw up a sub emoji for EXE, baby. That was awesome. So you've caught us at the end there, EXE. So this is the last race. We had our guest on earlier today. So yeah, you can definitely check that session with RallyRob that we did. Doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't watch this race to the end and just rewind there. It was a really good session. There was a lot of interesting things that Rob was able to learn, and then he started to catch on, and it was really working well there before our time had to end. We do lap guides every week, live on stream on Monday nights. And then I post a video of those lap guides Tuesday morning, most of the time. So far, we're pretty good about that. Sometimes it's a little bit later, but most of the time I have it out Tuesday morning for you all. Okay, EXE. Appreciate you, friend. Glad to get to know you, man. Little bump there, but not too bad. All right, we're not managing this distance too well yet. Customs? You mean like a custom coaching session? Yeah, that's what we did with RallyRob earlier today. We call it Learn with Lead. And that's where I get on track with a subscriber. And we go over the whole thing. You can see the whole thing. We spent about 2 hours together earlier in this same stream. All right. I need to start locking in here. This is where the tires start to fall off. This is where I need to continue to gap Lauti. 4 seconds I don't think is enough. Unless he happened to start on softs and he just doesn't have the pace. But I'd be surprised if that was true. All right, Johnson was on the softs. He's in already. The next one will be next Saturday. We try to put them on Saturdays if possible. Time on Saturdays usually to be determined. Okay. Sounds good, EXE. You can either join our Discord. The link for that is in the description of this live stream, I believe. You can join our Discord, or you can friend request me at Lead Pencil 2017. And if you friend request me on Lead Pencil 2017, also message me to let me know that you want a session. And let me know if your name is very different from like your YouTube name. Let me know that you're EXE from YouTube. All right, we got 5.7 seconds on Lauti now. A lot of hard runners are getting on the softs now as well. I missed that apex. The bump. Okay. Definitely dirty tires. Got to take it carefully here. All right. Same name. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you, BL. There's the Discord. Oh, still very dirty tires. Could be a costly mistake there. Victory's going in. Yeah, so we lost about a second and a half to him. That's not great. Yeah, look at that. We have a 31 at lap 7. That's terrible. That's very, very bad. That could be a difference maker there. Sweet. Awesome, EXE. Okay, yep. Once we approve you, you can DM me on Discord and we can get the conversation started. I will let you know there are about 7 people on the waiting list right now. All right, we have a 4. I don't know. That's going to be tough to hold off. Really tough to hold him off. You're in Europe? Okay, cool. Okay, you guys got me? All right, do it. And we got other people coming in too. They're close. If we're lucky, they might actually hold Lauti up. Turn, car, turn. What would be really nice to know is if what Joako is on. No idea what type of tire he's on. You just bought GT7. Oh, that's so much fun, man. Oh man, here they come. And even if I hadn't lost a second and a half, I don't know if I'd have been able to hold these folks off. Ah, but he had a half second. That's gonna put Lauti up. Phil Nez, what's going on, man? That's a 70 burger. Woo! I should have done second gear there. If I can just hold him off until... Oh man, he's right there already. Appreciate him holding up there. Louty almost lost it. He got in the dirt. I need their racing softs to just fall off. Like maybe not just traction, like literally come off of the car. I'm on default, I believe now, EXE. I'd have to double check, because I know I've changed it a couple times. Oh, great, Nando. Good job. Come on, Joaco. Catch him. Give him trouble. He doesn't seem close to him, really. Now, they're almost a second apart. .9 hot dog. There you go. Oh, that's a sausage. I found it. Oh, looks like Joaco's finally started to slow down. He went off there. He's not going to make a huge mistake again, though. He's got it. Okay. Yeah, we definitely caught at the end. Cool races. I tell you what, 3 races. We finished second, then we finished first, and then we finished third. We've had 3 podiums. You can't be too mad at that now, can you? I'm not, that's for sure. Oh, that might be tougher there, EXE. Yeah, ABS, I think, is the one thing that, out of all the... I don't even call ABS an assist. I feel like that's standard now for vehicles. But, I mean, if you want to do that, that'd be cool. But you really need to modulate your braking if that's how you're going to go, that's for sure. Thank you, Mike number 5. Oh, I understand you perfectly, EXE. You're good, man. You're all good. Let's see. Yep, 59,000. That's good. Whoa. Got held up the first 3 laps. Yeah. Yeah, you started 5th, I think, right? So, yeah, that's tough. There's a little bit in the pack that time, rather than us starting like 1-2 like we were before, earlier in the week. But I think it was Wednesday or Thursday I managed to take another 10th off my time, which I was pretty excited about. And it helped. I would have been 4th or 5th on the grid too, I think, most of these races if I hadn't. Yeah, those Argentinians, they were fast. And yeah, maybe if I didn't... So I made one mistake that cost me about 1.5 seconds. If I hadn't done that, then maybe I would have a chance to hold them off as their softs got to the end of their life, you know? But not sure. Oh man, that was a great day. That was a great day of racing. Great day of learning with Rob. That was a ton of fun. Really enjoyed hanging out with RallyRob. Once again, if you're just joining and you didn't see RallyRob's session, you can go back and look at that. His channel is also pinned to the top of chat, so I encourage you to click on that if you're not subscribed to him already, and give that man a sub. Yeah, I would go ahead. If you just bought the game, EXE, go ahead and keep doing the cafe stuff, because that's going to give you good practice, I would say. So yeah, definitely do that. So that's going to do it for me. Be on the lookout for us on Monday night when we're going to do, we'll check out the new daily races. We'll check out what they are, what they look like, what cars we're going to be in. We'll practice. We'll do live lap guides. We'll do that on Monday. Be on the lookout for the lap guide video on Tuesday morning. That's going to come out then. And yeah, so we'll see you in a couple days in that regard. Thank you everybody who hung out today, supported Rob during his session. I think it was a real encouragement to him. He was nervous, so you know, all of you helping out and cheering him on, I think that was a big deal to him. It means a lot to me too that you guys would do that for him. And beyond that, I think that's going to do it for us today. So to those who donated, both gifted memberships and the donations, to those who subbed today, to everybody who hung out, you all are amazing. I love you like crazy, and there's not a single thing you can do to change my mind. I'll see you real soon, guys. Bye-bye.